Let's see. All right, somebody sent me some videos, so we're gonna see what the hell these motherfuckers gotta say.
So can't touch Logias, bro. Chakra and Haki aren't the same things, and they don't have the same application.
Naruto is the weakest of the big three at this point, and people just don't want to admit it. Like, I'll never forget some Naruto fans tried to argue to me that Gaara beats Crocodile in a fight because Crocodile is made of sand. They were saying it like these two's control over sand is even comparable. Gaara's control of sand is in the non-broken category, where if you take Gaara and put him against other people in his own verse of Naruto, he's not really beating anybody that he shouldn't beat if you put him in a desert. Like, putting him in a desert is not really going to just drastically increase the amount of people that he beat. Because anytime that he controls sand, and the more sand that he's controlling, it all takes chakra. He doesn't control sand just like casually that's outside of his gourd. Like when Gaara caught up this amount of sand to stop the meteor that Madara was dropping, did y'all forget that Gaara, when he was gathering, he was like, "Aah!" It is not a fair fight to see Crocodile in the desert because he is broken, even in his own verse. Crocodile's ability to control sand versus Gaara's, like, at high volumes, it's just no question that Crocodile is better. Like, this really not nothing crazy for Crocodile to do. Once again, every time Gaara's controlling sand outside of his gourd, that takes chakra. They were trying to make some weird argument that, like, since Crocodile is made of sand, Gaara would be able to put his chakra into him and then somehow just, like, make Crocodile end himself. Like, I'm like, that's never, what? Like, nobody in Naruto, to my knowledge, has ever tried to control, like, a conscious element. Like, I'm like, even if he put his chakra in him, why would that automatically make it to where Crocodile can't do anything? Or since Gaara takes effort to control sand that's not his gourd, Crocodile could probably just out-stamina him. Like, what are we talking about? Once we got to talk about Crocodile draining the moisture from Gaara, though, they didn't have nothing to say. Like, yes, bro, they both control sand, but Gaara cannot hurt Crocodile with sand. Gaara can be hurt by sand. Gaara trying to manipulate and control Crocodile's body, like, what is that going to even lead to? And Crocodile can drain the moisture out of things. Like, it's a wrap. Like, overall, bro, Naruto's versus...
First, hold up.
It's just cooked at this. Not a fair fight to see Crocodile.
First, him being able to drain the moisture out of Gaara's body, that's probably not gonna work for him, mostly because, I mean, we all know Gaara keeps the shield on him. He has a shield, sand shield all around him that's amplified by chakra. It's not normal sand, therefore Crocodile most likely is not be able to control that sand. First, he'll be able to have to somehow control a chakra amplified sand. That's just not possible. It's never been shown he could do that, so he's not gonna be able to do that. Second, Gaara being able to control sand and Crocodile being sand, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to control Crocodile, since everybody in One Piece like to say that, oh, they're Logia. They are that element. All right, he's sand, so therefore Gaara controls sand. He's sand, motherfucker. I don't know what you want to tell you. Third, even if he doesn't have to do that, I mean, Gaara has a lot more shit in his arsenal. He has sealing techniques, like literally the standard equipment for ninjas in the war arc was a paper that if you touch it on somebody, they're sealed. So you could argue that's in his standard equipment. He could just seal Crocodile. That's another win con. Not only that, I mean, this is how I think Gaara could beat him. I think he could, depending on also the terrain and battle they're at. If you're just sitting there in the desert, alright. But let's be real for just a second. Since Crocodile is sand, Gaara doesn't need to kill him with sand. He could control the sand that motherfucker is made out of to make him solid. Like, he won't let him disperse. I don't know why he wouldn't be able to do that when Crocodile is sand and just punch him. We all know that Gaara gets training to fight taijutsu. I'm I would argue that Gaara might be a better fighter than Crocodile, if not at least faster than him. He doesn't need Haki to beat him, which is fine. Doesn't matter. But yeah.
Out in the desert because he is broken. Even if he's not.
Also,
really
if you have to say Naruto is the weakest out of the big three, that shit makes no sense by comparing Gaara, a mid-tier character in the Narutoverse, to a top-tier character in One Piece is a little insane, but it's fine.
Just don't want to admit it. Like, I'll never forget some Naruto.
Let me see. That's like literally saying, oh, man, Ichigo is not really about it for real. He's super weak just because Kaiman's weak. Like, motherfucker, what are we talking about? Kaiman has nothing to do with Ichigo and the other top tier versus the character. It's like saying, oh, since Crocodile, that motherfucker could beat Kaiman, that means he could beat Yuha. Like, what are we doing?
Fans tried to argue to me that Gaara beats Crocodile in a fight because Crocodile is made of sand. They were saying it like these two's control over sand is even comparable. Gaara's control of sand is in the non-broken category, where if you take Gaara and put him against other people in his own verse of Naruto,
he was also using like feats against him fighting or stopping the meteor. I mean, that's not even his best feat. His best feat's probably what is it called? His best feat's probably stopping Momoshiki. Gaara versus Momoshiki. Also, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It lets me know that you guys like this type of content. I will do more in the future. Thank you. Stop this motherfucker flying at you with intent to try to murder you. Hey. He did get body after this. He did get body after this. But that feat's still better than probably what Crocodile's ever done in his life. Let me see.
Not really beating anybody that he shouldn't beat if you put him in a desert. Like, because any takes chakra, he doesn't control sand. Stop the meteor. That model is broken, even in his own versus Gaara's. Like,
yeah, Crocodile is arguably a top tier character in the verse for One Piece, mostly because he was just doing a lot of stuff that he should not have been doing earlier into the I mean, in the war arc. Like, he was just doing a lot of shit. Like, let me see.
Did you realize
a lot of stuff to a lot of top tier characters?
That Crocodile,
I mean,
is the
he's at least like 20, top 20, 30
undisputed MVP of Marineford, and this isn't up for debate. One thing I respect about this man is his overwhelming confidence for Rapier, and that's why when bro pulls up in Marineford, he doesn't waste any time and just throws hands with everybody, and unlike Zoro, man of his word, only to brush off a Haki-infused punch from Jozu, playing it off like he scraped his knee. He then messes around with Doflamingo like he's just another side quest from the Marine. He confronts Mihawk and treats him like he's just another government lapdog, and ends his smoke show by cutting down a Kanu, all the while.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But it's fine. Another thing. Let me see this.
The thing about Logia's versus Naruto.
I got since this video as well. Logia
I'm
versus
just
Naruto.
now peeping that Suigettu took a tailed beast bomb to the fucking face. This is an S tier level attack, a chakra bomb. And it didn't kill him or blast him to pieces like it would have done Kiba. It just reduced him to this watery form because he no longer had any more chakra to control his body. So chakra doesn't let you touch people's real bodies. Y'all just made that shit up. This nigga was perfectly fine later on after taking a tailed beast bomb to the face. The only reason he even looked like this is because he exhausted all his chakra, making this giant water version of himself so everybody could escape. But if he had more energy to use, he could have just reformed. That's not how the One Piece Logias work. They just are these elements. These will just pass through their bodies, and it takes them no effort, no energy, no nothing to maintain their forms or use their power however they please. So nobody in the Naruto verse is touching them. And thank you, Suigettu, for making this
Nobody? Shit's crazy. Yeah. The fact that people are making arguments that you need Haki to touch first, I do think Chakra would be able to help them somewhat touch Logia users, but I'm not going to use that argument. I'm just going to use what is shown in the One Piece anime to debunk motherfuckers. So motherfuckers are saying that the only way you could touch Logia users is if you have Haki. We all know that's just cap. There's been multiple fights with Logia users of characters who do not have Haki yet. Luffy, for a prime example, this motherfucker literally beat 2 Logia users before he had the ability to use Haki. Not even conquers Haki yet. So you can't even make an argument, oh, he had conquers Haki. He didn't have conquers Haki yet. He's never shown to have conquers Haki yet. Until the war arc. But even then, he was beating the fuck out of Crocodile post time skip, no Haki, by just countering his element. Luffy, of all people, were able to figure out, not to hate on Luffy, I love Luffy, he's a top tier motherfucker, but he ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, and he was able to figure out how to counter Logias without using Haki. That being said, I don't see why Naruto or anybody who's a trained literal assassin to kill motherfuckers who, you know what I mean, these Naruto characters on average are way smarter than Luffy, would figure out, oh, I can't touch him, he's made of sand, let me spit on my hands and I'll be able to beat the fuck out of him. Let's be real. You probably don't need as much water. Even then, let me cut my knuckles up. Blood, moisture, liquid. Boom. I could connect to his face. So, if anything, Naruto is very well versed in terms of element shit. And I don't see why they wouldn't have an ability or something in their arsenal to counter a motherfucker's element. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be able to counter all elements, but realistically, let's go down the list. Akainu, water. Ace, water. Fucking Kizaru. Kizaru might be a little bit more tricky because it's light, but I mean, you could say darkness. Who has dark though? I don't know. But at the end of the day, Naruto don't need to touch you to beat you. Naruto characters don't need to touch you to beat you. Let me see. What is it called? Who's the other Admiral? Aokiji, fire, magma, anything. I mean, and Naruto has fucking crazy amount of sealing techniques. Like, why are we acting like motherfucker, we don't need to just punch you to win. You know how well-versed Naruto abilities are? You know how many jutsus they have? They don't need that shit to win. They don't need to touch you to win. They could seal you. They could do a bunch of shit to you. They could put you in a genjutsu. I'm not going to get into the you needing chakra to put yourself in a genjutsu because it's already been confirmed in the Shisui's manga that, or the light novel, that ocular genjutsu injects chakra into you to control your 5 senses. It doesn't manipulate your chakra at all. It just forcefully controls you with their chakra. Even though I don't think you need chakra to, you know, use genjutsu on the motherfucker. I mean, Naruto's character doesn't need Haki to beat these motherfuckers. It's not needed. It's not a needed thing that they need. It's not. I don't understand why that's such a talked about subject. Like, motherfucker swears, like, oh, that last 150 episodes of One Piece, I mean, the first 150 episodes of One Piece, that shit don't matter. Like, what are we talking about? That, in my opinion, are made out of just forced Naruto hate, and they're probably getting paid to hate on Naruto. Because the arguments that they've made literally make no fucking sense, and it's whatever. Because honestly, if you've watched One Piece, you understand that there are more ways to counter Logias besides Haki.